welcome to the YouTube series Languages and Emotions. It is my pleasure to welcome you this series. What is it all about? This series is here for you to get different ways on how you can connect to your emotions. Sometimes we don't even realize it's emotions at play because it's on the surface. It's something that we like or dislike, something that's pleasing or unpleasing. And so, to figure out how we truly are feeling, we need to practice. We need to figure out different ways that work for us. And so, during these few episodes that I'm sharing with you, you'll have the opportunity to find different ways that you can connect to. There are ways of movement, there is art, there is food, there is exercising, there is a variety of ways that you can connect to your emotions. And I want to share this with you. Welcome to my kitchen. This is where today's episode is going to take place. And this might actually not make you feel excited and woohoo. It might actually remind you of some chores, dishes, cooking, prepping a meal, making sure our kids are fed, our spouses, partners, and ourselves. And yet, this can be the space where we are adding a flavor of emotions, and not just the sad ones and the frustrating ones and the ones that makes us want to not again, because this is the place we find ourselves often on a daily basis, morning, lunch, dinner, many other times in between. If you have children, snacks are in here, and we have to come back here often. And that's why maybe this is not always going to warm your heart, and yet maybe some of you do find this to be a beautiful space where you can cook, where you can express yourself in a different way. I myself do see this as a multiple place. And if you think about parties, guess where they end up all the time? Right in here. So how about we bring the party right in here today? And so where I want to begin is talking about colors in food, because that's how I love to express myself in life and in anything I do. And so if you maybe are more a person that doesn't really care about colors so much, maybe at least in food, you can try it out. Because one thing is clear, anything that is colorful supposedly is healthy, unless we're talking candy. That's definitely not the place we're at today. So because this is a place of mixed feelings, I'm going to use this as a way, how can we connect through food, through cooking, and discover on how we can make a little bit more of a positive connection and expressing ourselves this way. So come on with me and I'll share with you a little something. And I'd love to start right here in the supermarket. Funny enough, they put this section usually right at the beginning of your entry. And what do they want us to do is pick the healthy foods first. And I actually love this section. Every time I come here, I just get new ideas on what to put on my meals. And here I'm going to share with you a few meals that I have made and how I integrated some of the healthy parts of it. So I make very generic meals, like here, a pizza, for example. And instead of just having the cheese, I'll just add some colors at the end because it just warms my heart. And as you can see here, I'm just demonstrating a few ways on how to get excited about prepping. I know this is one part I just have such a hard time because it's so tedious. It can take a really long time. And until you actually start cooking, you already spent 15 minutes just prepping before you can even start. And I think that's, at least for me, one of the reasons why I really disliked cooking. But when I think about the colors that I'm preparing for my meal, I'm already starting to get excited. I'm starting to see how I can elevate my emotional state and to really sense a way on how can I make certain flavors go together. might try even things that I haven't even thought of mixing together. And so this is really a place of exploration. And especially if you're exercising, if you are wanting to feed your body with nutritions that really help you, we can be a little bit more creative and integrated. So this might not be a meal that your child is going to enjoy as much. So I always try to have simple ways that I create something healthy for myself while creating something that the rest of the family will enjoy. And so obviously that's where this double-edged sword comes in. It's like I want to enjoy it, but then if I have to make two meals, where's there the fun? And I just focus on my personal experience, meaning what am I going to put in my mouth, how I'm going to feel about it. And as I'm mixing these different meals together and these ingredients together, I'm just imagining myself enjoying this already just by being the person putting it together. And obviously, if you're cooking for a family, just imagine those eyes when they take that first bite and you created it with love and care, and you took a little bit of extra time to do it and not just put it in the oven or microwave to heat it up quickly. And I understand our days are already filled with a lot of hours and time, and that we don't want to add more. And at the same time, if we do spend this little time here, it might actually create a deeper connection between each other. And yeah, the creation of a meal isn't finished until everything is put together and presented as the final meal. And here just a few examples on how our final meal could look like in the colorful version of nutrition and health. Thank you so much for watching this. I hope you took away a little something here and there. And maybe you became a little bit curious and creative on your own while watching this and seeing how you can implement colors, different kinds of foods into your everyday in the kitchen to make your life a little bit more exuberant and more flavorful, not just on the plate, but also in your heart. So thank you until next time.